Hey, Laura J with some Vice scripts today. I'm walking out in the country where I get to live with my beloved Papa, and I was thinking about the fact I'm writing the final chapter, chapter 28 of a book that is 5 years late but perfectly on time, because this version of mine took me a month to today to be able to write the way I have. And I was thinking to myself for this chapter, how do I wrap it up? And then I was also thinking about all the stories that I could have told and could have, would have, should have, didn't, haven't, because when you tell your own story, you tell other people's stories as well, and oftentimes they bark because they don't want you to do so and might bite if you do. So I was thinking about that, and then I came across these babies and I thought that was interesting. So I just wonder if you are willing to actually see how you use your environment to prove your point as you're going, not because you set out to specifically find vice scripts, but because in the moment that you found them and you thought about what you were thinking about, you realized that it was telling someone else's story, and how, because I didn't want to tell someone else's story, I had kept myself in a vice of my own making, and now I'm letting that go. And just because those whose stories I don't want to tell because of how it makes them look, because of how they treated me, or vice versa, which I don't mind telling stories that I am the bad guy in, because I'm willing to own my shadow, but there's a lot of people that won't. And so all of that is what she wrote, or didn't, she being me, and these vice scripts being what you won't see in the story, but you'll know that on this 22nd day of this month, and last, I say at 2:22 in the video, that was the day I started and finished the book that rewrote me. And it's not even about what I wrote that rewrote me, but all of that which you don't get to see, that is what helped make me more me, underneath of the illusions that I took off, because ultimately a lot of it wasn't mine in the first place. Projections are a great way for people to hold power and sway over those who say, okay, I don't want to hurt you, so yeah, let's do it your way. Well, you choose. Just choose for the greater good, and don't let others use that one against you, because it certainly was one of the ways I was manipulated along my path by people who just wanted to use me for all they could get from me and then chuck me away like the garbage they ultimately must see the aspect of me reflected back to them in their own inner kingdom as, because they wouldn't have treated me that way if it wasn't in them. So to them I say, I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you, and I love you, and you won't do it again because you taught me a lesson and I learned. So peace. May you no longer take advice from others and trust yourself to dice through the BS to find what's true for you. Thank you, Laura J. Namaste, namago for today.